G'day and welcome to another great episode of Pooches at Play.
As always, we've got a show packed with plenty of tips and ideas about all things dogs.
From training and nutrition to grooming and pet-friendly travel ideas, we've got everything for every dog owner.
So sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Bark for Life honours dogs for their love and support during a cancer experience. It's also a great opportunity to honour cancer survivors and remember loved ones lost. All funds raised are contributed to Cancer Council Victoria's work in research, prevention and support services. So here at Pooches at Play and our partner Petstock, we're stoked to be involved. Come on George, let's check it out. More than 134,000 Australians are diagnosed with cancer every year, and 1 in 2 people will be diagnosed with cancer by the age of 85. Research shows that not only do dogs provide companionship for those with cancer, but they can also lower their owner's blood pressure, decrease stress and anxiety, increase their activity, and act as a social magnet, all of which can aid in cancer treatment and recovery. 1/3 of all cancers can be prevented through healthy lifestyle choices, including being physically active. So what better excuse do you need to get out walking with your pooch? So Chris, what's so great about today?
Look, Petstock loves supporting community events. Love the animals, obviously, coming from Petstock, and just great to be here supporting a great cause.
Catherine, what's Anton's relationship with you?
Basically, he does medication reminding and that sort of thing, and he looks after me because I've got PTSD.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So he's a real support for you.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's great. And how did you come in to meet Anton and how did he come into your life?
Basically, my first dog became overprotective and I needed a dog that wasn't like that and didn't pick up on my anxiety and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I ended up with, I never thought I'd own a poodle because I thought they were a dog that was a real foo-foo dog and I didn't want that sort of dog.
He's a very handsome boy.
Yeah, so, so I didn't really want that type of dog, but I wouldn't be without him now.
No, so that's fantastic. And you think days like today are just fantastic to get people like in similar situations to you to come together and rally together and create more support?
Yeah, and it's nice for him to have some respite as well and just have some time out.
Yeah, bit of fun. And what brought you guys out today?
To support the Bark for Life. We just thought it's a wonderful initiative. It's great to raise money for charity and to support people suffering through cancer and also for companion dogs.
Good on you. Have a lovely day, Dior. Natalie, what brings you here today?
So I'm actually a cancer nurse and I work on the 13, 11, 20 cancer support line as well. So just here to basically support, this is our 3rd year, 3rd Bark for Life, and just love to support the event.
Fantastic. And have you found through some of the people you've worked with that they've had lots of assistance and support from dogs?
Yes, yep. So I think dogs and pets probably in general are a big part of people's lives. So yes, definitely it's a good part and it's a good sort of way to take people's minds off their actual diagnosis as well. So.
Well, it's been such a great day, so many inspiring stories, just so wonderful to see so many people out to support such a great cause. Really enjoyed the walk. There's lots of smiling faces, long tongues, but definitely no long faces. What about you, George? Did you have a good day? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Doing agility training has great benefits for both owner and the dog. It provides physical exercise, mental stimulation, it builds a greater bond, confidence, and of course the fun and socialisation. Susie, why did you decide to get involved with agility?
Well, we were working on a cattle station up in North Queensland and moved back to Melbourne. My dog needed a job, so the ladies at the Obedience Club suggested we try agility.
And has it helped from a behavioural point of view, do you think?
Absolutely. He's a very calm dog. He's not manic. It's taught him a lot of impulse control as well, so
he's ready to go already.
He's totally ready to go.
And of course it's really important for working dogs like this that we do things like agility and also give them a job, because otherwise they can be destroying the backyard.
Absolutely. It's our responsibility to give them a job. They're a working dog, they need a job.
And they can also, some of the problems we find is they jump over fences, otherwise they'd be digging as well, wouldn't
and
he?
Barking and ripping things up and escaping.
Yes.
You know.
Big issue. But you're not doing that at all because you're doing agility, aren't you?
He's a good boy.
What do you love about it the most?
Everything. There's what's not to love. You know, it keeps me fit, it keeps him fit. Extending his life.
Yeah. So do you want to show us how it's done?
Absolutely. Come on, Diggs. Ready? Up. Down.
A lot of the agility equipment has practical applications as well. It helps dogs overcome the fear of heights, navigate around and through different obstacles and tunnels, whilst building general confidence in your dog as well. Yay, Diggs! The great thing about agility is not only does your dog get fit and have fun, so do you. So why not check out a local club near you? Well done, Diggs, that was really good. That was so much better than I could have done it.
Understanding where your dog's food is produced and how the ingredients are sourced is something many of us are concerned about, like we are with our own food. So Mick, how is this trend affecting dog food?
Well, think about the way you think about your own food, right? So you look for certain ingredients and what they deliver nutritionally. That's what pet parents are doing today for the food that goes into their dog's food. So they're really looking for nutritional value. They also want to understand exactly where the food's made and where the ingredients are sourced from. But in particular now we see a lot of people really invested in understanding the sustainability. So what's the level of sustainability of the actual ingredients? And then also how transparent the labelling is. So really being honest on the bag.
Right. So what's Glow doing to address this?
So they've really had a look at exactly what it is that's required in a diet and removed any unnecessary extras. Primarily their focus has been though on sourcing ingredients that are from Australia. So Australian chicken, Australian lamb, and then at least 93% of the rest of the ingredients that go into Glow are actually locally sourced from Australia. Also looking at ingredients that address a lot of problems that people have in their pets today. So low allergens, non-GMO, no preservatives or artificial colours. So really having a look at ingredients that really meet a nutritional requirement, but in a sustainable manner.
Fantastic. Well, give us some examples.
So traditionally the protein is animal sourced, which is what we use in Glow, but then we also use lupins and beans, for example, which are really, really rich protein source, but they're really sustainable as well. Then we've got chia seeds, which we know is a very popular ancient grain, really rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Then we've got rosemary and saltbush that we source from South Australia, really, really rich in antioxidants again there. The other awesome ancient grain that's used in Glow is sorghum, which is particularly important for dogs that have wheat and gluten allergies. And then of course across all 4 variants, it's jam-packed with DHA, which we know is really important for brain development.
Fantastic. Now you mentioned saltbush.
You know, saltbush is actually used in some boutique beers.
Boutique beers, I might have to start brewing.
I might have to join you.
You can find out more about the Glow range exclusively to all Petstock stores across Australia and New Zealand, or check it out online at petstock.com.au. For discerning pet owners, it has become increasingly difficult to know what establishments openly welcome our furry companions. If you're planning a holiday and want to take your pet along for the ride, then head to takeyourpet.com.au. Take Your Pet provides animal owners with a simple, easy to navigate solution to searching, finding and choosing the next adventure with their 4-legged friends. With over 12,000 pet-friendly businesses on their database, you're spoilt for choice and will easily be able to find the best pet-friendly establishments for your needs. From accommodation listings and restaurants to things to do and see, Take Your Pet is a leading online destination for all things pet-friendly travel in Australia. Enduring holiday memories abound at Reflections Holiday Parks, Lake Glenbawn, where the stunning scenery and lure of Glenbawn Dam combine to create a simple yet standout spot just perfect for your next holiday escape. Just 15 minutes out of Scone, this spacious Glenbawn Holiday Park is an oasis of green, rolling hills, pristine water, plenty of wildlife and a well-deserved reputation for some of the best freshwater fishing in New South Wales. Ocean Blue Coastal Retreats is a boutique selection of pet-friendly and family-friendly holiday houses and cottages on the Mornington Peninsula. Hand-picked for their style and proximity to the beach, each property has a secure outdoor area for pets, along with a basket that includes a towel for your dog to get a rub down after their swim. Bring all your family and escape to the beach. Don't forget, you can check out all the Pooches at Play antics, competitions and more on our social media pages.
We're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
George and Darcy would love you to check out their Instagram pages as well.
Yeah, they've got a way to go before they become Insta Pooches. Sorry guys.
They're still very cute.
They are.
Cystitis and urinary tract infections, also known as UTIs, not only affect us humans, But dogs can also suffer from these when their bladder becomes inflamed from infection, stones or polyps. Urinary tract infections are usually due to bacteria and can affect any part of the urinary tract, but most commonly the bladder. Other causes of UTIs include stones, tumours, prostate disease and kidney disease. So it's important to get these checked out as soon as symptoms present themselves. Some symptoms to look out for include blood in the urine, excessive urination or straining to urinate, much the same as what humans experience. If you suspect your dog may have a bladder infection, then there are a number of tests that can be done so that a correct diagnosis can be made. Your vet will take a urine sample and one or more tests will be run to help determine the exact cause. This includes a dipstick test, which tests the urine pH, presence of protein, white and red blood cells, as well as glucose, such as is the case in diabetes. A specific gravity analysis and sediment examination may also be done so that we can identify if any crystals, bacteria or other nasties are present. And if required, urine may be sent off to the lab for culture and sensitivity testing. This helps to determine the type of bacteria that's causing the infection so that effective antibiotic treatment can be prescribed. Other tests that may be performed to help identify bladder stones or other issues include bladder ultrasounds and x-rays. A blood sample may also be taken. Infections are treated with antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. It's super important that your dog completes the antibiotic course, otherwise you may not eliminate the infection. If a bladder stone is identified, and depending on its type, a prescription diet may be used to help dissolve the stone or surgery may be required to remove it. Polyps and tumours may require surgery and chemotherapy may also be recommended for a tumour. Or if prostate disease is identified, it's often benign and can be treated medically. Hudson's tests show that he has a bacterial infection, so a course of antibiotics and anti-inflammatories should fix the problem and you'll be feeling just fine. For more information on how to protect your pooch in times of need, check out HIF Pet Insurance.
I'm here with Australian funny man and part-time Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Richard Stubbs.
Yep.
How are you, Richard?
Doctor of philosophy, I guess. Yep. Good, mate.
Well, we've got some exotic puppies here. Take us through it.
Okay, so these are both from the Spitz breed. This is Yuki. He is a mostly Samoyed, part Japanese Spitz. That's what happens when you buy a dog on the internet and don't read the details. Okay. He was supposed to be tiny. He isn't. And Zala is a Keeshond, which is the Dutch barge dog. Both Spitzes, both fluffy with the wolfy type heritage. And yeah, she's from Holland.
And Yuki means?
Snow in Japanese.
And he's quite fitting.
White, so
yes.
Yeah, it wasn't a big tricky one.
The fascinating thing is it's very hot today.
Sure.
But I've discovered that these guys have actually got perfect coats for the hot weather.
Yeah, weirdly, people don't know how to deal with them sometimes because they're so fluffy, but under the fluffy is an undercoat, like a sheep. And that's a thermal insulation layer that helps them regulate their temperature. So they're cooler in summer and warmer in winter and all that kind of stuff. So never, if you have these dogs, never shave them. Never allow them to be shaved. They get skin irritations, their skin's not used to it, and it stuffs up their whole air conditioning system.
Even with all the molting that happens around the house?
There is some molting. There's a lot of molting. The vacuum cleaner never goes away. People go, do they molt much? I go, look at them. Look at them. Yes, they molt. So there are some rules. They're not allowed up on furniture because no one wants to come and sit down on that.
And you've got a lot of other pets in the house too. Like
there's about a dozen
snakes
parrots.
And koalas
no snakes.
And kangaroos.
There's no snakes.
No.
There'd be no snakes.
No.
But we've got tropical fish. What is it, you? I see. All right, well, thanks, but can you deal with it for now? Yes. Okay. So there's cats, 2 cats who are fluffy, and tropical fish, and about a dozen parrots.
Well, I think Yuki needs to get along, so we might go take them for a walk or a swim.
What a great idea. Not a swim. This thing fills up with water and goes straight to the bottom. Not a swimmer.
Just wring it out.
Not a swim. It's like let's take the sponge into the pool. No, let's not do that. All right, Yuki, all right. We got it.
No matter how much you care for your pet, there's always going to be certain things you can't do yourself. There may be a medical emergency where you need the help of a professional. So knowing where to find a vet who cares about your pet as much as you do can be a huge weight off your shoulders. Here at Petstock, you'll find brand new, purpose-built hospitals designed to keep pets comfortable and happy during their time in care. There are separate dog and cat wards, and every patient is provided with warm, fluffy bedding and blankets to keep them comfy, as well as litter trays, food and water where appropriate. The hospitals are air-conditioned or heated to maintain a comfortable temperature, and the air is circulated to keep it fresh. Hospitals are staffed with experienced veterinarians and vet nurses who genuinely care about their patients and customers. They know that a visit to the vet can sometimes cause anxiety for you, but even more so for your pet. So they work hard to help them feel calm and comfortable during their examination. So Dr. Bron, tell me about some of the special features I can find at a Petstock vet.
Sure, Gyton. Each of our hospitals is purpose-built with state-of-the-art facilities. We have digital x-ray, the latest in dental equipment. We have separate dog and cat wards, which means that our patients can recover comfortably after their procedures. We also have in-house blood testing, so we can run our blood tests whilst the pet owners wait. You don't have to wait too long for your results.
And what about the people I'll meet at a Petstock vet, the nurses and the vets themselves?
We have an amazing team. We have such passionate and dedicated vets and nurses that are experienced, and they genuinely care about both the patients and the customers. Coming to visit a vet can be a stressful experience for the pet as well as the owner, so we do everything we can to make sure that the whole visit to us is as calm and stress-free as possible.
That's great, Dr. Bron. It sounds like you really love your job.
I really do. It's so fulfilling to make a difference to a pet's life and make sure that the owner can have a really long and happy relationship with their pet.
Well, next time you're at a Petstock vet, make sure you ask for a tour of the hospital. You'll be impressed with all the wonderful facilities. For more information, visit petstock.com.au. Did you know there's more probiotic bacteria in our digestive system than there are cells in the body? And it's these microorganisms that have an incredible influence over our body's function and overall health. And it's the same for our pets too, isn't it, Jean?
Absolutely. In the wild, our pets would have obtained a healthy amount of probiotics as they were consuming their prey. A lot of people will actually source and feed their animals green tripe for this very reason. For those of us who aren't so keen on that idea, there are raw food diets available that contain probiotics already supplemented, and this mimics a raw evolutionary diet as much as humanly possible.
Right, so when should we feed our pets probiotics?
There are a few situations where you would definitely consider probiotics in a pet's diet. The first of those would be any digestive issues. So some of the hallmark characteristics of digestive problems would be constipation, diarrhea, gas, abnormal stools. And then the other situation would be for any immune system support. So probiotics are influential in healthy immune system function. So in any pet that has any immune system issues, even some skin issues respond really, really nicely to probiotics. And then a lot of people take probiotics for their own everyday health and well-being. It's no different for our pets.
Right, so can I give my probiotics to George?
You definitely could. Probiotics have a very wide safety window, so you wouldn't be doing him any harm. What we would suggest though is that if anyone was seriously considering adding probiotics to their pet's diet, that you'd be wanting to look for a probiotic supplement that's specifically got good bacteria that is naturally endogenous to a dog's digestive system as opposed to a human's digestive system. So the Big Dog probiotic has 5 species of good bacteria, and these are host specific, so they're species that you'd regularly find in a dog's digestive system naturally. You've also got a prebiotic, so when the bugs get in the dog's digestive system, they're going to be optimal, they're going to survive for longer, and they're going to do more of the good stuff you're giving it to the dog for. The other thing that we've added in there is digestive enzymes, so you're going to get optimal digestion and absorption of food itself. And then the last thing to consider would be strength. So when it comes to probiotic supplementation, you want to be looking for a product that's in the billions, not in the millions. So then you're going to get a discernible health benefit. And every metric teaspoon of this one gives you 1.5 billion good bacteria.
It's a lot of bacteria to count.
It is a lot of bacteria to count. It's a good thing you can dilute them and do it the easy way.
So are probiotics suitable for all pets?
They're suitable for the vast majority of pets. I mean, there's some situations, there's some considerations here that you would think about if you were considering supplementation. The first one is, are they already having a raw healthy diet with probiotics added to it? I would also definitely be considering if any pet had any serious health issues, or if they're taking immunosuppressant drugs, then I would absolutely without fail speak to a vet before supplementing with anything, and that includes probiotics.
So how would I go about getting my pet to take the probiotics?
It's pretty easy. Probiotics are fairly pleasant tasting, so you just simply sprinkle it on their food. The important consideration when it comes to probiotics is making sure that you're adding it to their food and then serving it immediately, particularly if there is moisture in their food. Moisture activates the good bugs, and you want that to happen in their digestive system, not sitting on their food for a couple of hours whilst they're fussy and they don't eat it.
Well, I reckon old Georgie boy's behind might benefit from some probiotics. So where can I find them?
You can find them in any leading pet specialty store, or you can go to the Big Dog website, bigdogpetfoods.com, to find them. And I think George will definitely thank you for it.
I can't wait to fix those smells. Would you like to win a Pawsome prize pack valued at $3,000 for you and your furry friend? Thanks to our wonderful partners, one lucky viewer is going to win a $500 Pet Stock gift voucher, a year's supply of Glow dog food, $500 worth of Big Dog pet products, a year's supply of Vita Pet treats, $200 worth of Goomy pet products, and for you, an amazing $500 massage and wellbeing voucher from HIF. All you have to do is tell us the name of a dog that has appeared in one of our Pooches at Play segments and why your pooch deserves to win. It's that easy. We also have 10 $50 Pet Stock gift vouchers with a Take Your Pet travel pack to give away for runners-up. To enter, visit the Pooches at Play website. You know, every time an episode comes to an end, I can't help but feel a bit inadequate.
Why is that?
Well, there's so much I don't know about owning a dog, and sometimes I wonder if I'm not doing enough for George.
Oh, look, considering how happy and healthy he is, I reckon you're doing a great job. Anyway, I reckon he's a bit spoiled.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He definitely eats better than me, and he has way more trips to the doctor for checkups.
Well, I hope you bath more, though.
Oh, yeah. I have a bath at least once a week.
Oh, I thought it was George that smelled.